book lovers, I am Elena Ходоківська. This is Cat Joseph, my fluffy assistant. Welcome on our channel. Cat Joseph and I are inviting you to watch how our August look like, how these fantastic summer months are felt for us. So our August was like this. It's the 12th of August and I finally found some time for filming after my dentist appointment. It became a sort of tradition to film after the visit to the dentist. So I started reading this one, The Secret Lake by Inglis. It was one of the Amazon authors. I saw this book cover, then it was eye-catching for me. Then I read the synopsis. A lost dog, a hidden time tunnel, and a secret lake takes Stella and Tom to their home, and the children living there 100 years in the past. Here they make both friends and enemies and uncover startling connections with the present. Well, my inner child was happy to read it, and my inner child anticipated reading it. That's why I gave it a chance, and well, I'm loving it so far. The first thing that I enjoy is that the chapters are short but still so touching and so vivid. The second thing that I really loved was the dedication here. This story is dedicated to my mom and to my mother and father, and to all children who love to dream. Well, I was a kid who loved to dream, and my inner child still loves to dream, and my own kids also love to dream. Probably I can say for my elder son Nick, he loves to dream. My sweet little Christina is too little to say for her, but it seems to me that she will also like dreaming, especially after reading such amazing book. Well, and the next one that I also really loved about this book was this one. It's like invitation for diving in this book. Come and play in the garden of imagination. Let the seeds of your dreams grow and blossom in distant lands and times forgotten. Well, I'm loving it. So, the 12th of July. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm still living in July. July is my B-Day month, and it's one of my favorite ones. So it's 12th of August. And I am on the first chapter of this so cute and so pretty book for young adults. Well, we'll see how it will go. 21st of August, at least I guess so, because we are enjoying our vacation and I'm totally lost in days. Actually, all the days seem like one big, huge, awesome day. But besides hiking, camping, swimming, and walking and falling around, I managed to finish reading this one, The Secret Lake by Karen Inglis. Inglis, yep. The book is so sweet, so touching, so kind. We follow Tom and Stella, sister and brother. She's 11 years old, he's 8 years old, yep. They come back from Hong Kong and try to adjust to their new life in their mansion. Actually, they spent all their time in their big garden around this pension, and this garden has some secrets. If you like books about traveling back in time, if you like mouse and all the mystery that deals with mouse, these awesome creatures, if you just like some magical, cute and kind riddles, you will enjoy reading this book. I read it with my son, he's 8 years old, and oh my god, he loved this book. Actually, there is book 2, Return to the Secret Lake, and when we finished reading this one, my Nick said, "Mom, do you have the book 2? Unfortunately, I don't have. But I will order it and we will enjoy reading with my niece. The writing style is so enjoyable, is so light, is dynamic, it's well-paced, it's full of cute, kind, thrilling twists, it's full of wise episodes that makes you actually one or two will definitely make you think of eternal values, everlasting values, or there are several morals in this book that is perfect for kids, and even though I'm an adult, I enjoyed these morals. I enjoyed reading the book from cover to cover. As I've said, I read it with my son, and we discussed these moral lessons together after reading. There are some cute quotes. The book is full of adventurous spirit. The book is full of wise lessons and valuable morals. The book is penetrated with adventurous spirit, with magical and mystic elements. The book is penetrated with kindness. I gave it 5 stars, 5.5 stars. It's I know that it's a high rating, but this book deserves it because this book is absolutely great. If you have kids from 8 probably to 10 years old, or even if your inner child is still alive, you will enjoy reading this book. It made me smile, it made me sob a bit because there was some heart-squeezing moments, but still these moments are so gorgeous. The Secret Lake by Karen Inglis, I would definitely recommend it to all those who have kids or starting from probably even 6 to 10 years old, I would say in such a way. And for all those who believe in miracles, who believe in traveling back in time, who believe in eternal kindness and all good and positive vibes that are flying all around. You just have to like observe to see them clearly. Well, I will definitely order the book number 2. We will read it with my Nick because our little Christina, she's a toddler. That's why she prefers pictures more than content of the book. But still, we will read it with my Nick, and then I will share our musings. La vie est une roman by Guillaume Musso. Life is a Novel by Guillaume Musso. If you follow me on Instagram and or if you have watched my previous videos, you know that Guillaume Musso is one of my favorite writers ever. He's an autobiography writer. I have read all his books, almost all his books. This one, I'm already loving it because a couple of months ago I read one of the recent of his book, and it was like I have mixed feelings concerning the previous book, but this one I'm already loving it. I'm sorry for the noise outside because I don't have another time for filming, but I do want to share my musings with you. Here I'm on the first chapter of this book, and we follow Flora Conway. She's a well-known writer. She starts playing hide and seek with her 3-year-old daughter in her apartment, in her huge apartment in Brooklyn, and her daughter disappears during their game. The police are like finds nothing. They can't do anything. They try to do their best, but still their investigation comes to a dead end. And here comes one more character who is sort of like a clue to the whole mystery. The book is awesome from the first lines, from the first pages. It grabs my attention. I've decided to read one book at a time because I have several books with me, but still I've decided to read this one alone because it's too great. It keeps me in suspense. It already has twists, intrigue, and elements of mystic and mystery. Everything I love about Musso's style, writing style. But the writing style is perfect as always. It's light, it's dynamic, it's well paced. Even though there is some philosophical episode, it's still made in a dynamic and at rapid pace, but it's still great. Musso is a master of creating, I would probably say, rapidly philosophical episodes that drop a huge anchor into my bookish heart. So we'll see how it will go, but meantime, this book is amazing and I'm enjoying it so far. Hello book lovers! Today is the 29th of August. It's the final day of our vacation. It's a bittersweet moment because our time here was so splendid and unforgettable. But still, tomorrow we are flying back home, sweet home, and still I feel pretty happy about this. But today I finished reading this gem, La vie est un roman de Guillaume Musso. You know, if you follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and you have watched my previous videos, you probably know that Guillaume Musso is one of my favorite writers ever. He's my autobiography writer. Wow, this book is one of the book of his series about writers, and well, first of all, I would probably start this review, brief review, in such a way that if you enjoy reading absolutely terrific, totally unpardonable, deep, twisty, and intense novels about writers' life. About characters who mystically coexist with writers and in writers' life. You will enjoy reading this book. Moreover, there is a brilliant, thin, elegant, and stylish Musso style romantic line in this book that I bet you will also enjoy reading it. And one more thing, that if you probably enjoy solving a riddle, who is a writer or author, or who is a character in this novel, you will enjoy reading this book. I'm so sorry for the noise outside, but I don't have much time for filming. Well, here we follow, like I would say this way. At the first pages, we follow Flora Conway. She's a famous writer. She just won one famous writer's award, and she's playing hide and seek with her daughter in her apartment in Brooklyn. During this play, during hide and seek, her daughter, her 3-year-old daughter, disappears in some mystical way. And here the story begins. But after a while, we start following one more character. I will leave his name like behind the scenes for you to discover more, for you to get acquainted with him more, like in your own way, because this character is very special. All the characters in this book are so well developed, are so cleverly developed that like it's really mind-blowing. I know that Guillaume Musso is a master of terrific, dynamic, intense plots. He's a master of creating formidable characters. He's a master of easy writing. He's master of writing easily about absolutely tough and difficult things. But that's why I will leave the name of the main or the second main character behind the scenes for you to get acquainted with him in your own way, in your own style. I would probably say in your private way, because he's very special and quite extraordinary. Well, I gave this book 5.5 stars, because it's awesome. The noise outside, but still I don't have much time for filming, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know, and don't have much space for it, but still I do want to share my musings with you about this amazing book. I do want you to enjoy it as much as I did. So, as I've told you, this book is one of the books in this series about writers, the Guillaume Musso, by Guillaume Musso, sorry. I don't remember the publishing order. I will probably film a separate video and it will be my Sunday book review that will be dedicated to the series about Guillaume Musso books about writers, because each of these books deserves to be talked about more detail. Summing it up, everything feels absolutely amazing, perfectly and fantastic, at least for me. The plot is mind-blowing, is so cleverly thought, so cleverly written, so everything is so perfectly organized in this plot and well structured that like you will just dive into it and probably you wouldn't want to dive out. The characters. Guillaume Musso is a master of creating not only perfect plots but amazing and memorable characters that will drop a huge massive anchor into your Bookish heart, and you will live with them long enough after reading this book. There are a lot of quotes that are that would be very interesting, especially for writers. But also these quotes, would feel pretty curious for readers. It would make you think about writing and writers from the perspective of writer. So it's complicated, but it's so deep, it's so wise, it's so interesting, it's so curious, it's so dynamic. If you have enough time, it seems to me you will read this book in one sitting, because the writing style is perfect, dynamic, well-paced, adorable. So, plot, characters, writing style, quotes, everything is adorable and fantastic, and this book is totally a gem for writers and not only for writers. So, you have already probably guessed that I would definitely read the other books by Guillaume Musso, because he's one of my favorite writers ever. I'm still thinking about giving this book my highest rating, 5.5 out of 5 stars, because I'm just talking to you, I'm just sharing my musings with you, and I realize how amazing this book is. Yeah, it's really perfect. So I would definitely recommend this writer and his books to my bookish friends, my writers, even my non-bookish friends, or for them to get involved in bookish world. Well, that's how I feel about this book. Probably my opinion can be biased a bit because he's my favorite writer, but still, that's my channel, and I can share my musings here with you. Well, that's Guillaume Musso and his adorable, thrilling, touching, mind-blowing, wise, dynamic, and so on and so forth book. La vie est un roman de Guillaume Musso. is the 30th of August and we are flying back home, sweet home. In August, I stopped editing early in August because we started our vacation. We are coming back and I will go back to editing of my new novel that I hope will come out soon. So I managed to finish reading 2 books. Both of them are amazing. I'm so sorry for their announcements. This one, The Secret Lake by Karen Inglis. This amazing book for young readers is about brother and sister Tom and Stella, about their travel back in time, about finding new friends, and about numerous adventures. I gave this book 5.5 stars, and I do recommend it to all those who have kids or those who have their inner kids alive. The next book that I finished reading this month is this one, La vie est une romance by Guillaume Musso. This is a mix of a slight thriller, a novel, a mystery, mystic. So this book, I already told you about that. That's why I want to repeat once more all my emotional musings. So, in a second. I was balancing between giving this book just my high rating, 5.5 stars, and my highest rating. And after talking to you and marinating more in my musings, I came to the conclusion that this book deserves my highest rating, 5.5 out of 5 stars, because this book are an amazing intense, twisty and cleverly written novel about writer's life, or about characters and everything that is connected with books and writer's life, deserves my highest rating. So these two books, The Secret Lake by Karen Inglis and La vie est une romance de Guillaume Musso, are my books in August, probably my book of August, probably still this one, because, well, I'm a writer and this book is so close to me. This book like talks to me. I feel this book from cover to cover, and I will definitely read it in some time. So you will enjoy reading this one, La vie est une romance de Guillaume Musso, and this one, The Secret Lake by Karen Inglis, as much as I So, book lovers, my August was absolutely awesome. It was marvelous. It was magnificent. It was just magnifique. I am jumping into September with my bookish heart and non-bookish heart, full of light. It's my Christy. She's twittering close by my side. With my heart full of light, love. Yes. Yep. Happiness and endless gratitude to the universe are for all those that the universe keep on giving to me and to my beloved ones. I do hope that
your August was as awesome as mine was, and I sincerely wish you to have the most brilliant September ever.
Well, book lovers, thank you so much for dropping by and watching this long video. We do hope that you enjoyed, that you will enjoy reading the books I enjoyed reading this month, and I love these two books I was talking about so much. I do hope that you will enjoy them as much as I did. Thank you once again. Stay safe, take care, and happy reading. See you soon. Bye.